This conference will now be recorded.
Okay, so good morning, friends. So in today's session, it's a class number 31. So in today's session, we'll talk about how to copy data from Snowflake to ADLS Gen 2. So it doesn't matter how many tables we have in Snowflake, if you have more tables in the Snowflake, you need to use the metadata driven pipeline using for each and copy activity can copy data. But if you want to copy data from Snowflake to ADLS Agent, how we can able to do, we will see. But if you remember, Snowflake is also a data warehouse or database.
Data warehouse.
Hmm?
Data warehouse.
Data warehouse.
Database.
So whenever, no, it's a data warehouse. Okay. So data warehouse. Snowflake is a data warehouse. Remember. See, data warehouse and database little bit difference is there. So Snowflake is a data warehouse only, but Snowflake can be launched in AWS, Azure, Google Cloud, wherever you want to launch this Snowflake, you can able to launch. I'll show you there is a free trial option that you can able to use the Snowflake. If you want to learn, anybody wants to learn this Snowflake, they can learn this Snowflake very easily. I'll tell you, okay? Snowflake free trial. So sign up for free trial today. So I'm filling all my details. So just fill all my details. Company name I'll say Cloud Pandit. India. No, I don't want. I'm just checking. Okay, click continue. So now it is asking which one you want. You want standard balance between future level of support and cost or enterprise. So standard plus 90 days time travel, multi-cluster warehouse and materialized fee. Business critical, enterprise plus enhanced security, data protection and data base failure fallback. So let's go with the enterprise. Now you need to choose which one. If you want to launch this Snowflake in Microsoft Azure, AWS or Google Cloud. Let's launch it on the Microsoft Azure. Check here to indicate that you have these agreements. So see here, it's in central India, it is trying to launch. I'll say try to launch it in East West 2. Click get started. So account setup in progress. Why did you sign up for a Snowflake account? Which hands-on lab or demo training or certification. So I'm just putting training or certification. Click submit. What it is saying, you are now signed up. An email to activate your account has been sent to cloudpundit28@gmail.com. It may take a few minutes to arrive. Okay, yes. It basically takes some few more minutes to arrive. Let's wait for some time. Meanwhile, I'll just open the mail. So I have not received it. So when I received, I'll let you know. Okay. Got it. So I just received. You can see here 7:17 a.m. I just received. Hi Malay, congratulations on taking the first step to become a data-driven organization by signing up for Snowflake. Click the button below to activate your account. Click to activate it. Username. What is the username? So username, it can be anything, but I think that username will come here. Okay, fine. Let me set the username. Username, I'm just setting as a Malaya. Password, I'm setting something. So let me just enter the password. Get started. I set the username and password and it is getting started. Okay. Username. Login now. This is the username. This is the password. Click sign in. Okay. Click on snowflake tribe. Choose. Okay, I think I have taken the enterprise. The enterprise dashboard is something like this. Okay, fine, no problem. Now let's see. So, come to first database. In the database, you can see these are the existing databases what we have. Okay. Otherwise, let me see. Will I get another UI if I go and log in? So because the UI must be different UI I have seen, but now what UI I'm getting is something different. So that's why. 1 second, go to your mail once again. Your username is this. Okay. So I forgot to tell you. Snowflake, you should not access how you want to access. Okay, this is not how we access simply going through the browser. No. Okay. So for each user, there is a URL will be given. Different URL will be given to log in into the Snowflake. Okay, for each user. So account URL is this is the URL that we need to use. Okay, forward. I am also not using since last few months. That's why I got forward. But now you understood, right? This is the URL that we need to use to access the Snowflake. Okay, I just copied this URL and pasted here. Just wait, okay, it will come. I think this is the classic solution. Yeah, so this is how it should be. Still you are not able to hear. Okay.
It's fine, Malaya. We can hear you.
Yeah, sorry, the speaker was down. I was not up to that. Is it fine now, Prasad Reddy? Okay, fine. So yeah, this is how the like a classic URL will look like, basically like a classic console. Okay. So earlier, whatever console we have seen, that is basically new for me as well. I mainly worked with this kind of console. Okay, that's why I just moved to this console. Here I can explain you. So databases. If you see the databases, you can have a n number of databases here. Okay, so each database is nothing but a one data warehouse where we will store our data. If you want to share data with anybody, you can able to use this option and you can able to share this particular data with anybody. Okay, you can just create some kind of a secure share name and which database, which table you want to share. You can able to give it to your marketplace. Means if you want to integrate your Snowflake with a uh, different tools, you can able to integrate these Snowflake with the different tools in the tool. See here. So Blaze, future provider. Together we can build a sustainable future. I'll tell you. Mm, I'm not very sure about these tools, but you can able to connect to so different types of analytical tools. So you can able to analyze your data, whatever you want to do, you can able to do. Okay, marketplace. So warehouse. Can you guess it? What is warehouse? What is warehouse? Tell me with your knowledge, what is warehouse?
That
Warehouse is to
used
maintain the historical data.
data.
Very good. That is the main problem. Okay. In the Snowflake, it's a different database. Means I told you it's a data warehouse. Again, what is this data warehouse? Here, naming conventions you need to look at. Database means your actual data warehouse where you will store data. When it comes to warehouse here, it's a computational services. See, compute warehouse WH, and the size is small. One minimum and maximum cluster. The type of cluster is standard cluster. Auto suspension is 10 minutes, meaning if nobody is submitting a job on this compute node for 10 minutes, it will be terminated automatically. Okay. Worksheet where you will execute our SQL queries. Okay. So here we can use simple our SQL history, whatever you have done, whatever queries you executed, everything will be shown in this history. Account means your actual account details will be shown here. Okay, come here. Now what we need to do is we need to basically create our own database. Okay, let me just maximize. Is it fine now? Create database sample DB here on it. Okay, so database sample DB successfully execute created. Go to history. You can see here you need to where is this refresh option? Check auto refresh. So you can see user Malaya has used this compute warehouse and executed some session ID. Using the session ID, we executed some query that took 158 milliseconds. This is the query ID. If you click on this query ID, you will come to know which query you have executed. See, this is the query which I have executed. Now come to worksheet. I want to create a schema. Okay, now you refresh here also, you will see the database. See sample DB. Under sample DB, if you see, these are called schemas. Default, you have two schemas. Now, if I want to create my own schema, create schema, Cloud Pandit schema. Okay, Cloud Pandit schema you want to create under sample DB. That's a sample dot Cloud Pandit schema. I'm putting create schema. So schema is created. Now refresh once again. So you can see Cloud Pandit schema. Schema is also available. Now go inside this. Do you see any tables? No tables or views in this schema. Now I want to create what? Create a schema. Sample db.cloud pandit schema you just created. Now I want to create a table. Here create table sample db dot on the database. In this schema I want to create a cust table. Okay, what all columns I want to have in this is CID integer, CNAME varchar of 50, C location varchar of 50. Okay, you create this particular table as well. Why it is asking like this? Don't ask me again all worksheet. If you want to execute the entire worksheet or only selected one, I'm saying only selected one, click on. Okay, table cust successfully created. Now if you refresh this once again, see cust table is available. If you click on this cust table, it is showing like this. Okay, so but we just created everything like this. I'll give you this scripts so that you can able to reuse them. Okay, so this is how you can able to create the database schema and a table in the snowflake. Okay, I sent in the chat window. Now insert into this particular cust table. Values are 1, comma, Bangalore. So 2, Krishna, Chennai. 3, Sai, Hyderabad. Okay, now just execute this. Run it. There is some problem. Syntax error at line number 2. Maybe we need to put semicolon. So all the 3 queries got inserted. Now let's see, select a star from. So every time I don't want to put sample DB cloud fund schema, what I can do? You can see your database name. So you select sample DB schema name, you select as a cloud funded schema, so that by default it will always take sample DB and cloud funded schema. You don't need to put that database name and schema name. You can simply put a table name here, so that by default it will understand from sample DB cloud funded schema. There is a cust table I need to search. So it search for cust table and it is showing the data from the cust table. 1, Raman, and 2, Krishna, Chennai, 3, Sai, Hyderabad. So now my first question is, if I show you for one table, will you be able to copy multiple tables? Yes or no?
Yes.
How many of you are confident if I show you with the one table, you will be able to copy for multiple tables? Very simple. I'm going to show you connections. I'm going to show you how to create a dataset parameters. Simply, you need to put a all table list and mapping details in some metadata table. Read it using lookup, pass it to query, insert query, it is copy active. Okay, I'll show you for one table. See, if you want multiple tables, tell me, no problem for me. Very easy. Let me just create a let's create SQL database or data lake storage. Where you want me to load? Tell me. Where you want me to load, friends? Tell me. Prabhu sir, tell me where you want to load.
Malaya, Salesforce, is it possible?
See, we are sales. One thing remember. No. 1 second. Let me answer. So remember one thing, everybody. Whenever you are bringing data from external sources into Azure, you can use the ADF. But you cannot move data from Azure to other services using ADF because they are also doing business. They are not a helping nature, right? Microsoft, what they want to do, they want to grow as a business. What they will do, they will not allow you to move data from their sources to external data sources. You understood? Salesforce you cannot copy. You can able to bring the data from the Salesforce, but you can't copy data. Example, I can able to copy data from AWS to cloud. AWS to Azure cloud, but I cannot move data from Azure to AWS using Azure Data Factory. I'm talking about using Azure Data Factory. You can able to bring data from AWS to cloud or AWS to Azure, but from Azure to AWS, you cannot move. Similarly, if you're trying to move data into external sources other than Azure services as a sink, that is not possible in the Azure Data Factory because they will not allow you to copy. That's why all such type of features are not available in ADF. If you try to create, I'll show you 1 second. Let me first create, yeah, where you want me to load other than this Salesforce. Salesforce as a source you can use, but you cannot copy data into the Salesforce as a target.
Store in database, Malaya.
So Snowflake basically I'm not seen, but basically I'm telling, I think Salesforce is external, right? It's not Azure. So that's okay. So you all want in SQL database. Some people are saying Synapse. Okay, so 3 people said SQL database only. Let me move on to the SQL database. Create a SQL database here. I'm sorry. Click OK. Click remove the state. Click create. Come here. Go to Azure Data Factory. So create a data factory meanwhile. Onto a bit later. Okay. Click remove the state. Click create. So database will come up. Meanwhile, I'll show you how to connect to the Snowflake from Azure Data Factory. Okay.
Malaya, can I ask a question?
Yes, yes.
What type of organizations prefer to use Snowflake? Like big data analysis, Databricks is preferred to use. Now, Snowflake, what kind of organizations prefer this?
Anybody can use. There is no organization. Like this is not specific to particular organization. So wherever you are using data warehouse, you can replace with a Snowflake. So you know why Synapse came? Synapse is a competition to Snowflake because they have Azure SQL data warehouse, which has like some performance issues, and Snowflake is getting popularity. Then they developed a product called or service called Synapse. Synapse will give the latency of the synapse is very low, meaning the response will get very quickly. The performance wise, Snowflake is doing very well. So that's why people are again moving to the synapse. That's why I said right at the beginning of sessions also, people are slowly moving to the synapse. Okay. Basically, synapse is a competition to our Snowflake. Yeah. So anybody can able to use whoever is using Azure SQL data warehouse or synapse. So you can see here Snowflake. Okay, click on Snowflake. LS for Snowflake. Auto resolve only. So here you need to see account name is nothing but this account name is specific to your account. Okay, everybody account is different. See here. So there is account name, then the region name dot Azure will be that is your account name. See here. You need a copy till here. TU 79842 east hyphen US Azure. And put it here. Then I am just entering the username. This is the username. This is the password for my account. You know already how to secure. What is the database I created? Sample DB. What is the warehouse you are using to execute this queries? What is the warehouse? We go to warehouse here. So compute underscore WH is the only warehouse that we have here. So you can say compute underscore WH. So role is also very important. When you are executing, which role you have used? Account admin. Account admin you can see. Now you just come here, you put on admin. Test connection. Connection is successful. Which type of fire I have used? Which type of fire I have used?
Auto.
Self-hosted. Self-hosted.
Why self-hosted? We haven't installed any self-hosted. Now we are seeing self-hosted.
No, we haven't.
Auto resolve.
Auto resolve.
Azure. Why we are using Azure IR? Because if you remember Snowflake, I launched in the Azure. If you would have launched this Snowflake in AWS or Google Cloud, you will not be able to connect to this Snowflake from Azure Data Factory. Remember, okay? Your Snowflake must be launched in the Azure to connect to it from the Azure Data Factory. Okay, now let's create it. Let's have a one database connection as we go to resource. Set server file one. Go to set server file one. Add client IP. Allow Azure services resource to access this type. Click save. Okay. Okay. Now let's go back. Come to ADF. Let's search for SQL database. Azure SQL database. LS for Azure SQL DB. Select free drive. Server name is this is the server. This is the database. This is the username. This is the password. Okay. So now create a pipeline. Source is snowflake. Table, if you want to select a table, you can select the table. See which is schema? Cloud Pandit schema.cust table. You can just select it. If you want to parameterize and pass this schema name and all, you can be able to pass it away. Come to sync. The sync side, you want to load data into SQL database. SQL database. There's a SQL database. So you don't have any table in the SQL DB. Let's create a table DB first out. I'll say create table at runtime. As the table is not available, you can't import schema. Click OK. So you need to say auto create table. Table must be created automatically. If I run it, will it successful or it will not successful? You need to tell me now. Tell me. So remember, it will not succeed. I'll show you. Let's debug. Immediately it will throw error. What it is saying? Direct copying data from Snowflake is only supported when sync data is dealing with a text packet or JSON with Azure Blob Storage linked service. For other data set or linked service, is enabled a staging layer. Meaning, we can't copy data from Snowflake to SQL database. Okay, you can't copy data. You can't copy data from your Snowflake to SQL database or SQL database to Snowflake until unless we enable staging layer. Okay, because it is only possible to copy data using polybase technique. Okay, only polybase. That's why that option is also not showing. So what you need to do, come to settings, enable staging. So for enabling the staging, we need a one storage account. So let's create a one storage account. Okay, I'll just go and create one storage account. So if you look at, okay, let me create it, otherwise new people will confuse. Just take 1 minute, not more than 1 minute. Create it. So first important thing is to connect to this blob, we need to create a one linked service. Let's go and create the one linked service. Okay, come here, come to manage, click new linked service. Here you need to create a blob storage. Yes, blob storage. Okay. Your deployment is completed. Now come to data factory. Select this blob storage. This is ls for blob. Subscription is this. Storage account did not come. The cloud pandit blob. You no need to test connection. If you want to test it, create it. Okay. I think this also there is a problem. I think like this also. Let me show you because you also will understand some problems that we are facing and how I am fixing. So instead of I am telling you this will not work and all, let me show you problems. Okay, how this will work. Let me create a global. Okay, so now you go to author tab, copy activity, settings. Here, if you see enabling the staging layer, we have selected the blob storage. Select the global container. Click OK. Under global container, I will say subfolder called staged data. Yeah, I just use that. Now you debug again, you may get error. What it is saying? So staged copy data to Snowflake is only supported when Azure Blob Storage linked service authentication method is set as a SaaS URI authentication. There is one more problem is you must use the SaaS authentication method. We already discussed. How many if you remember? What is SaaS? Shared access signature. We must use only SaaS URI to do this particular process. Why they are restricting SaaS? Because this account key, what it will do by default, it will give you complete access. So they want to restrict the access. So if you are using the shared access signature means you can able to control. You will select right. So you want to have all the access for all containers, all the files that you have in the container. Just say for everything I want access. See, somebody asked in the group yesterday, I've seen what are the different types of storages. So some people will ask storage types means blob, file, queue, tables. Okay, where you can see here containers. Container means blob storage, file shares meaning files, queues means queues, table means tables. You can also see that from here. Okay, first let me create and show you later. Generate SaaS and connection string. So this is the SaaS token. Copy the SaaS token. Put it here. Come here. Take the URL. So from here to there. Put that URL here. Test connection. Connection successful. Click apply. Okay, you just applied. Now come here. Now if you run, everything will work fine. Okay, let's debug now. See whether pipeline is first running, whether it is failed or succeeded, you can see. But pipeline is basically running. Click on this. Succeeded and data is succeeded. When you go to SQL Database, go to query editor. So select start from custom. Here, that's all simple. Okay, data is coming. Fine. Everyone is fine. How the data we moved from Snowflake to SQL Database. Everybody understood? Even if you want to copy multiple tables, is it difficult or is it easy? Easy only. Okay, same process. Shall we try to move data from SQL database to Snowflake now? Yes. Let's try. Because see, I am showing only why I am showing for only one table because you know the process. Even if I repeat same process, it is a waste of time. Only thing is wherever you have hurdles, like wherever you may get stuck. So that points I'll just explain. So remaining things you will be able to do it. I hope. So if somebody have any problem in understanding multiple tables, copy and that, you can reach out to me. I'll help you. Okay, simple. What I'm doing here, DS is SQL DB. Okay, open this particular data set, SQL DB data set now. You selected this table, right? That table already there in pipeline 2. So sync to you this. So okay. Now without staging again, I am trying to debug. Again, it will throw error. Okay. Come to settings. You must enable the staging. Enable staging here. The link service, browse it. Select to global. Click OK. Global slash first. Yeah, stage data. You can put anything. Stage data. Okay. Fine. Next thing is in the sync side, table is available or not available. Sync side,
Table is available.
first table is already available. What I will do, I'll come here, I'll say truncate table first. Basically truncating the data that is there in the first table of the select start from. So table, it does not have any data, we truncated. Now we will run the pipeline. What will happen? Got it? So pipeline, so in this pipeline 2, we are taking source as our SQL database, sync as our snowflake. Okay, Deepa, we'll run now. Let's see what will happen. I'll create a documentation for tomorrow, external tables, because we need to go in a flow. As I don't have that external table flow, I am just taking this session. Tomorrow we will see that. Okay. Worksheet, if you see now, select star for first. If you see, you will be able to see the data. The data is gone. Clear now? So now you understood how to copy multiple tables from SQL database to Snowflake, Snowflake to SQL database, how to create the free trial Snowflake account, all these things we learned in today's session. Clear?
Malaya, I have a question. If I remember correctly, sometime few minutes back you were saying
So when somebody is
we
asked,
can.
yes sir, Yogi sir, please restart your question from beginning.
I was saying a few minutes back you were saying that we cannot move data from Azure to another external sources, but
Yes,
how
yes.
we are getting now?
No, in Snowflake we launched in Azure only, right? When we are creating the Snowflake account, have you seen when you join session?
No, that's within the Azure. Okay, if it's within the Azure, we can do anything. Got
Yes,
it.
that's what I said, right? If it is within, see example, I'll show you simple example. Come here. 1 second, let me show you here. You will understand, okay? Okay, source is a S3. See, image in S3 is available. Yes. Now, same sync side, I'll come. Click on new. S3. Do you see S3 storage now?
No.
No. Okay. Similarly, let me see for the Salesforce also. I'm just thinking Salesforce. See, Salesforce is available here. Okay. Sync side, let's go and see whether Salesforce is there. I think Salesforce, if you launch it in the cloud. See, one of the Salesforce is not coming when you click on source. So when you click on source, Salesforce. So Salesforce, you have marketing cloud. Okay, marketing cloud means I think this will go out of the Azure maybe. So that's why that is not available at the sync site. See, market cloud is not available because market cloud means it will go out of Azure cloud. Okay, example here we just have seen Snowflake means option will show here, but if you launch this particular Snowflake in AWS, you will not be able to connect. Got it? Similarly, these Salesforce accounts also, if you launch maybe in other clouds, you may not get it. Okay, but yeah, if you want, I can take one session on Salesforce also. In Salesforce also, we had a session earlier, so we will take on Salesforce as well. Any other questions?
Yeah, one quick question, Malaya. Like in the same, if we have say this in AWS, then we have to do extra steps, or is it possible or not?
Yeah, same steps.
Okay.
See, what I need to do is basically project flow continuation is very important. Okay, we already discussed data ingestions, then we talked about data quality, then we talked about SCD1, SCD2. So now we have data. Maybe if you're loading data directly into Synapse, no problem. But if you're maintaining our dimensions and facts in the data lake, you need to read that data into the Synapse. With that, our actual data factory will be completed. Then we will talk about how to ingest data from AWS to cloud. All those things we can discuss extra topics, whatever you want. Okay. So I can show you, not a problem. At least if
No.
example today,
My question is, in today's demo only, we launched it in Azure, right? If we used AWS or GCP when we are connecting, right? So you said because Azure, we are directly using that URL, correct? In the username.
Yeah. Yes.
With AWS, can I
have not seen the connection wise how we can able to connect, but what I have seen is from the Snowflake, you cannot even bring the data into the Azure cloud. But I need to double check on that particular point because last time what happened in one of the session, instead of creating the Azure, I created the AWS by mistake when I'm clicking. So later we struggled a lot, but I did not able to connect. Okay, that's why I need to double check on that. Is there any connection available or not? So, but basically, you want to move data from AWS S3 or AWS RDS, meaning from AWS SQL Server to Azure SQL Databases and all, you can able to do.
Okay. One small question, like someone started asking that, like if that's Oracle, in SQL means we have this our hosted IR and we can go there and we can run it. But with Oracle or MySQL or any other databases which is Linux based, so how the process will be?
Same self-hosted IR we may need to install in your servers as well. So how to install the self-hosted IR in the Linux machine? So that steps I said I'll give it to you, but I have not prepared. I'll give it to you. Okay.
Okay.
This is the question is asked from since lot of people are asking, but I am not looking into it. So this time I'll surely help you. So I'll look into that, and once I get enough information, I'll share it before this month end. Okay. So I'll share it even in the Cloud Pandit forum as well, where we have all the previous batch people. So there they will discuss all the questions and all. So I will create the another group in WhatsApp because one group is completely full. So another group is also full. So I may need to create another group. So in that group, I'll put 28 and the 30th batch people, 29, 30 people. So we'll see. Okay. Because if you have more people, like you can able to discuss, because that Cloud Pandit forum group is doing very well basically, but because everybody whoever is having project issues, like they are posting in the group and somebody is helping. So I'll create one group for 28, 29, 30 also. We'll see. Okay. If anything is required, somebody is responding, I'll help you in that group.
But if it is taking big time, can you show me now itself first Salesforce Connect?
Salesforce?
as a source
as a source?
and data lake as a target.
Yes, yes, you can do.
But if it is a quick time, you show now itself. No?
If
Uh, if it is taking less time, it is better to show now itself.
no, you need to create a Salesforce account. You need to create a table in Salesforce. It's
Oh, it
a
will
lot
take
of
some
things
time.
you need to do. It's a Salesforce is not a SQL query. You can directly fire it and get it. You basically have to create it manually there because SQL
Oh,
queries and all, if you want to fire and insert, basically there is no option I've seen. But you can able to query the data. So there the queries and all will be a little bit different. Even though the structure wise, the query wise similar to the syntax, but few things will change. That's why it takes some time. It's not a
future you will cover, right?
yeah. Yes,
Okay, thanks.
Malaya, I have a question.
yes, Ashwita.
Yeah, so we have created data sets directly in the pipeline, right? So we can either way we can create in the data sets first and we can go to the pipelines, right?
Exactly, right. You can do that. Is the step by step when we have discussed, we discussed because you people joined recently, but all these people are aware of doing all these things. That's why I directly created data set. But
Okay.
yeah, if you want to do step by step, first create linked service, then create data set, then you attach data set in activity.
Okay, got it.
Okay. Yeah, Naresh. So Malaya, can you explain how to use email as a service? So basically, this is recommended to use Logic App. Yeah, I'll take up this. Okay, no issues. I'll take up this and we will see. So recently, maybe I don't know whether with you or somebody else. So I also encountered this question. I am getting a attachment in the email. So how you can get that attachment file? So I look into it and I'll see. Okay. Okay. Okay, friends. Any other questions?
Malaya, regarding this production deployment from dev to stage, dev to prod.
Hmm. You
Like,
want to create pipelines, how to deploy?
yeah, could you please share
Yes,
me
I
the
will
video that
discuss. Yeah,
you
yeah,
told
the
me?
record.
Yes.
Yeah. You remind me at 10 o'clock. I'll share it with you.
Yeah.
Not
Okay.
with you. Everybody else share. Can you take
Yeah.
it? Share? Yeah.
Okay,
No,
Malaya.
ARM templates deployments and all will take time because you can see some WAFA studies. Somebody is there. No, that guy has done the ARM template deployment.
Yeah, I have
Remember,
gone
I
through some videos, but those are
looked at
not
his
that much
videos.
useful.
Yeah, see, what I'm saying is if you have doubt about particular activity, right? So you look at his videos because he is the guy who is explaining each activity level, but not a like a project real time these things, but he is explaining each activity how to use. So that is, see, I'll tell you some YouTube good things what you can go and use. So first important thing is whatever YouTube people, whoever make the videos, all these people will copy the sessions from this particular YouTube channel. Okay, we all will learn here only because this is the person who teach from the Microsoft perspective. Okay, if you look at this person, see that guy videos are gone somewhere. I'll show you his link. But the only problem is everybody cannot understand his accent. Data factory. One second, let me show you. Basically, if you see anybody who is doing the like this kind of tutorials in YouTube, they all will copy the videos from Microsoft documentation. Microsoft web channel is there. Yes, this guy. Okay. So this person will basically, but only problem with him is his accent. Everybody cannot able to understand. But if you look at his videos, like he basically like encourage everybody to do these things. They want to promote Microsoft ultimately. Okay. So that's why if you see here, everybody who has done the YouTube videos or whatever, so everybody will copy from here, okay, from this person. So this person has done, so basically he will add some other people videos as well after they have done, because the accent wise he also understands. So there is a problem, like all different country people may not able to understand that. So let's say learn by doing it. So he has done something good, he will add that particular video into this playlist, so that whoever want to learn they can learn. But SAP CDs in ADF, change data capture, right, from the SAP to from SAP as a source, if you want to do is change data capture, how to do in ADF. So if you see anything, you will see very advanced level things from this particular channel, Edu Data Factory. Okay, I'm sharing with you. So, but you see, learned by doing it, all these things are the other channels. Like let's say, he also added my videos also. Why he will add my video also? Because he will look into that video. If he think this is a good video, he'll just add it. Okay. I did not remember where he added, but I've seen some of my videos also added into it. See, SQL it's all about BI, Judith, factory, for studies. Yeah, our video, I think I am not very sure we added, but you can see a lot of videos are there. Okay, 350 videos are there. So he will just look at like everybody video, and if you think it's a good video, you will just add it into this playlist. Okay, so you try to watch his session, because he is the first person. Oh, sorry, not this one. He is the first person who will basically deliver anything that is introducing in the Azure Data Factory. Any new feature comes, he will just share it. Okay, how to share this particular thing? Okay, I'll give one video link to you. So yeah, so I'm just sharing this video link. So from this you can able to. So if you have any doubt from anything, you try to look into this YouTube channel, you will be able to find out. Okay, because all other people will copy from here, and they may miss some points. But how to do some kind of a dive? Mostly will teach the real-time scenarios. Real-time scenarios means not a how we implement the project. He will talk about what are the best practices when you are implementing. Let's say you are using select clause, you have multiple columns you want to rename. So we have used rule-based mapping, right? Meaning you can directly use it instead of changing the name for each column one by one, right? So such type of things he will explain. Okay, he will explain the best practices. Try to look into this particular channel. Okay, clear everybody? Yeah, WAPA study is also good, because he has taught the all the activity level. So that's what I'm saying. If you take anybody in YouTube, they all basically copy from this channel. Okay, so he is from the Microsoft basically. So that's why I'm saying first you look into this particular YouTube channel. If you're not able to understand any accent, try to look for other YouTube channels. Okay, but best practices wise, whoever is having 10 plus years of experience and all, try to go and look into this particular channel. Any other questions? Okay, if no questions, then thank you.
Mali, I have